so today I'm going to be doing a 2016-2017 book wrap-up. So here we go. So I'm going to be starting off with the first book that I read, which was The Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. I thought that this was a really good book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked how it was written. Because throughout the book it has, let's see if I can find, wait. It has like letters and all that in the book. So I actually really did enjoy that portion of it. And I thought that it was a really good plot. And I really liked the characters too. The second book that I read was Bridge Called Hope by Kim Meader. I thought that this was a really, really good book. I really liked a lot of the stories that she had in there, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. So yeah. In October, I read Amy and Matthew: A Love Story, by Cami M. Govern. I wanted to get this book when I first heard about it because it has a CP child in there. And since I'm a CP child, I know what it's like and all that. And I actually gave this a 5 out of 5 stars because I thought it was a really cute love story. And I really liked how, coming from a CP child, how they can get, like, some of the point of views. Like, I could relate a lot to this book, to Amy in this book. The next book I read was My Totally Awkward Supernatural Crush by Laura Toffler Corey. I actually really did enjoy this book. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I actually really I did like the plot, and I did like the action and whatnot. I don't know, like, it was good. It wasn't 3-star rating though, and it wasn't 5-star rating. So it was good, but not totally great. Next book I read was Dashing Through the Snow by Debbie Macomber. I actually really did enjoy this book. I always love Debbie Macomber books, because they're amazing. So I loved it. And it was just amazing for the Christmas spirit. So I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Next book I read was Children's for Teens Dreams by, I'm not even gonna say excuse me, I'm not even gonna say that name though. But I have always loved Chicken Soup for the Soul stories, and this was a lot like it. I really did enjoy a lot of the short stories in this book, but I did give it a 4 out of 5 stars in the end. Next, I read The Promise of Amazing by Robin Constantine. I thought that this was an okay book. I really did love the main characters of this book. I really did enjoy how they put, like, both of their point of views in the book, but towards the end it was like a cliche ending, if you could say that. Like, it was like a normal, cute, fun ending, to say the least. So I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. Next book I read was Second Star by Alyssa B. Sheenmel. This is a Peter Pan retelling, and I thought it was a really good book. I actually did think that. But I don't know, there was like a whole lot going on or whatnot. But it was an okay book. And funny story with this book, right after I finished this book, my choir was doing we were singing Lost Boy by Ruth B. And And I think that was kind of funny because Lost Boys is kind of like a Peter Pan song too. But I thought it was kind of funny. But I did give this a 3 out of 5 stars. Next book I read was The Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Promise, Part 1. I thought that this was an amazing book. I loved it. I gave all of the comic books a 5-star rating because I loved it. And I loved the storyline. I love the artwork. Here, there's... And I actually did like that they put kind of like the intro of the like TV show in the book because it just got me super excited. I really did enjoy that. And then it goes to like the regular book. But I actually did really enjoy this book. There was one scene where I thought it was hilarious. I don't know. I think it was like this scene or whatnot. When Sokka kind of walks in on Katara and Aang. But anyways, I really did enjoy this book. And I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Next book I read was The Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Promise, Part 2. I really enjoyed this book a lot. And I really love the artwork and the plot line. And I really did like that they put, well, in this one they didn't really put the intro, but I really did like the artwork and the funny moments. It was hilarious and it was amazing. So I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Next book was The Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Promise, Part 3. Again, I loved this series. I love this book. I really love the artwork and the plot line. I loved literally everything about it. So yeah, and so did my friend too. So yeah, I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Next book I read, I do not have the book in my hands because I read it for school, but I wanted to document it, and that is A Separate Peace by John Knowles. I actually did enjoy this book a lot more than another book that I read in school, which was Accidental Love, which I gave a 1-star rating to. But I actually did think that this was a really good book, and that, sorry, the camera cut out. So the next book that I read was Heaven is for Real by John Burpo. I gave a 5 out of 5 star rating to this book because I absolutely loved it and I adored it, and everything was amazing with it. It's really hard hitting. If you read the book, it's more hard hitting than the movie, to be honest with you. And I did actually love the book. I did actually love the movie, but I love the book way better. I actually told my teacher to read this, even though he doesn't really read that much. And I lost so much time reading this book in a good way, where that's how sucked in I was. So I really did enjoy this book. And the last book I read was Girl Online Going Solo by Zoe Sugg. I thought that this book was flippin' amazing. I love the series. I love the characters. I love the plot. I love everything about this series and this book. I thought that the ending was fabulous and amazing. I'm pretty much gonna gush all over this book, but anyone who is my age or whatnot, or in high school, should read this book because I flippin' love this book like none other. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a like and comment down below what you would like to see, and please subscribe. So yeah, hope you have a wonderful, magical, beautiful day. Peace.